Watch me take a graphic from this to this. And welcome to today's episode of Make It Your Own Design Academy. My name is Cynthia Kita, and I'm your brand strategist, designer, and educator here at the here at the Design Pharmacy. All right, so today we're gonna take a church graphic and we're gonna switch it up into a quotes graphic for your brand. All right, what we're going to do is put in our own quote and then change up the pictures and stuff. So when you click on this particular template, you can't really do anything because there's like a layer of film on top of it. And so what you can do is go to position. And I think it's just easiest to kind of bring it all the way to the back for now. And then when you're done, you could bring it all the way forward again. So we have this pink background and we need a young lady. So I'm gonna use this one as our lady of the photo or of the graphic. So I'm gonna do background remover. And then I'm gonna actually crop it because there's so much white space above. Makes it easier when you're editing. That way you don't have to, move so many things around. So I'm gonna rotate her a little bit and put her in the corner. And then I'm going to give her an outline. So I'm just going to use my brand colors because it's going to be my quote. So you're going to go to shadows and do outline. And we're going to increase the outline just a little bit to kind of match the original. And then for the color, all right, because I hope I hope Canva updates this in the future, but I hope it allows us to just pick a color from our scheme without having to memorize what the hex code is. So I believe I know my hex code. Yeah, that's the blue one, turquoise. So I just put my code in there. So I'm gonna go in and individually change these colors just because I don't want to change the original. That way I can compare. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get rid of our lady in the corner. Pardon me if you hear any noise in the background. That is the kiddos. All right, so we're gonna change that up. And then I'm gonna change the text to white. And then for the background photo, okay, actually let me change the words first and then think of a photo to kind of like swap it out with. So I'm gonna say, because vague brands actually, I'm gonna change that. Don't convert Okay, and I'm gonna change the alignment on these. just because it doesn't fit the original. Sorry, my brain kind of went blank. I'm actually going to bring this down to the third line. And then I'm going to move don't over. So I'm just using my arrow to kind of push that over a bit. All right, so because confusing brands don't convert. And then I'm gonna bring our lady down a little bit just so people can actually see what the words are saying. All right, and then what do I want to say at the bottom? Your brand doesn't need noise. Actually, I'm going to say your brand needs direction. Take the brand vitals assessment. And then I'm just gonna put mybrandvitals.com. I'm gonna change the font. Just realized I didn't swap that out, which is typically what you would want to do to have it fit your brand. But a graphic like this would really work with a font that's kind of long. And my brand font is not long, it's very short. So I may just keep this just because I like the way it looks. And so it won't totally be on brand, but the colors alone will kind of help. And then the imagery of the lady that I have, I'll probably switch that to someone with a beret on their head because that's my brand, right? So I'm gonna move this up a bit. Try to bring this down a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna put an exclamation there. All right, so I'm gonna make that bold there, mybrandvitals.com. Actually, let me see if I wanna make it more straight. I'll duplicate it and switch up the rotation. And I'm gonna double check the size because I want people to see it clearly. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Okay, now the background photo. So I have, let me see my uploads. I have a couple of random like images and patterns and stuff like that. Honestly, if this wasn't cut off, I would use it. But actually, let's see. Let's play around and see if I can use, what is it called? Canva. Canva has a tool where I can kind of recreate what's around. Magic Expand, that's what it's called. So let's see what we come up with. If I can get, more coverage so that I can use that photo because it would be more on brand for me with the beret. So let's see what Magic Expand can do for us in this situation. Okay. Okay, I'm just laughing because I saw the second photo right here. This is crazy. But at the same time, I could probably just take off this top part. All right, let's see what else. This is cool. Let me see. You know what? I think I'm just going to use this one. Just because although I like the hair here, it's still cut off and I need to see all of, or the majority of the hair. So I'm going to go with this one right here. Thank you, Canva. So I'm going to do background remover. And I'm going to crop the top. And then I'm just going to make it work. So copy. Sorry, lady. All right, so now we're going to go back to shadows and do an outline. Gonna make the outline thicker just to match everything else. Then we're gonna change the color of the line. And I'm gonna rotate our shocked lady. I'm gonna make this just a little bit smaller, but bring it forward. That way we can see it. And then I'm gonna bring that text forward too. There we go. Your brand needs direction. Take the Brand Vitals assessment. All right, at mybrandvitals.com. And then, okay, we got here because we were looking for a background. So I have this background here. And I want to change that to one of my brand colors. So because I'm not going to be able to what do you call it? Because I'm not going to be able to select it, I'm just going to kind of copy it ahead of time. So I think I want to try the dark blue color that I have. And so I'm just gonna click on that, click the plus, and then copy it. And I'm gonna go back here, edit that, go to duotone, and I'm just gonna change it there. Okay, even though it has a light pink undertone, just gonna, maybe I might wanna, let's see what the yellow would look like, the mustard. Yeah, I might want to do a little bit of that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna duplicate it and then do it where the background, let's see if I could change it here, is white. No, I don't like that. So I'm gonna undo that, edit, go back to duotone, and then just make this like a white or gray-ish. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Again, you could also go back in and try to figure out which one I like more. I feel like this pops out because of the background, but this one is a bit more subtle. Well, you guys tell me in the comments which one you like better. Tell me which one you like. So we started like this. And then we took that church graphic and did like this. Actually, before I even forget, we need to bring the film back to the top. There we go. And then kind of bring that back down because it got messed up. And the same here. Take that film, put it back on top. And there we go. So here's the original. And then the ones that we changed it to. I think I might go with this one. But yeah, the ones that we changed it to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize for the background noise. Had to get this video out to you guys despite what's going on outside of these doors. So there you have it. Because confusing brands don't convert. Your brand needs direction. So if you haven't already gone and taken that assessment, go ahead and take the Brand Vitals assessment. It analyzes 9 areas of your business that help you to clarify your brand, own your message, and grow your business. And so you definitely want to have that as a guide as you are building your brand. That way you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, so that you have more direction and a clearer way to move forward. So go ahead and visit mybrandvitals.com to take the assessment and get those results. All right. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.